Hey, welcome back everyone. It is me only on PlayStation VR 2. So I've been watching a bunch of PlayStation VR 2 videos besides, making my videos and live streaming, which I encourage you to stop by on my live streams and engage in conversation. And you can ask me questions there. So I've been watching a bunch of PlayStation VR 2 videos, unboxings, and setups. And this one right here from a PlayStation Access in UK was really one of the videos that I thoroughly enjoyed. A very simple video on how to set up your PlayStation VR 2. So I'm going to watch this with you guys, and then I'm going to give you my reactions on it as I'm watching it. So this is the box, obviously. And these are two controllers, a headset, and a long cable that goes into the... I don't know how many feet it is. I'm honestly not sure how many feet. Okay, let's say 15 feet or whatever. It's a pretty long cable, and that's a great thing because that's what you want. You want something that's going to be tethered to your console, and you'll be able to move away from the console. What I like about this right here is simplicity. It's very simple to plug and play. When you look at the PlayStation VR 1, it was a nightmare. So many cables, so many things you have to go through. Plug in the camera, the move controllers, the aim controllers, plug the HDMI here and this other port over there, and then the other one from there on the out in the back. It was just too much cables. It was just a nightmare, really. This is very simple. Simple plug and play. And if you got two PlayStation 5s, you can unplug it, bring it to the other one in the other room. So basically, I could use this very easily. I can go to my office and play it there when I'm live streaming. And then I can unplug it when I'm not live streaming, and I can bring it to my bedroom here, and I can play it here on this big area. Believe me, there's a lot of area here in this side, next to my bedroom where I'm sitting. And I can use it back and forth easily. And I like that ease of access that you can do that. But let me show you just how easy it is to set this thing up. So you just plug it in with this USB-C cable. You plug it in like that. You turn on the power button, which is right above here. You click on it. And you plug in your headphones jack in the back. That comes with those earbuds. Now, you don't have to use those earbuds. This is optional. Me, personally, I'll be using my Pulse 3D headsets. But hey, maybe you don't want to carry something too heavy on you, whatever. Maybe you like the lightweight feel of it. But you have an option. But me, I want full immersion of 3D audio. So I'll be using this for sure. So the next step, obviously, once you plug in the USB-C, once you turn on the power, and once you have your headphones choice of either earbuds or the Pulse 3D headsets, or whatever headsets you have, the next step is your Sense controllers. And there you can see there's the button there for you to activate it. Right there on your left. You can see it right there. And next step is for you to plug in your USB-C cable to your Sense controller. Very simple, just plug it in. And don't worry, there's going to be another USB above the USB-C. So next to your USB, it's going to be USB 3.0 and USB-C. So as you will see, you can do this from the front of your console. You see? There. So when they designed the PlayStation 5, they were already thinking about the PlayStation VR 2. So think about this. Sony already knew in the future when they were designing PlayStation 5, Mark Cerny, when they were designing the PlayStation 5, they already knew when they were architecting this thing, engineering this thing, they already knew that they're going to need the USB-C and the USB 3.0 right next to it. So that way, when finally you get your PlayStation VR 2, you'll be able to easily plug it in the front, not in the back, in the front where it's more convenient. So bravo to you, Sony. Cool. And now you need to register. Press the PlayStation icon button. This is your option buttons. This is your PlayStation buttons. You need to press this to activate and register your Sense controls. Once you do this one time on both of your consoles, it will memorize it. It will know exactly which one's which. This is just a setup registry process. Once you finish the setup registry process, if you have two consoles like I do, digital and the Blu-ray version, it'll memorize every single time which one's which, so you'll never have to go through this process ever again. So kudos to Sony for that as well. So now once you got it plugged in, you press that PlayStation icon home button right there, and you register this thing. And once you register it, now you move on to the setup process. You got to put on your VR headset. Now you're moving on to the setup process. That's the next step. So now he's going to put on his... first, you got to make space, obviously. You need to clear some space, and you need to, get your room scanned to find your play area. Basically, this is your typical VR thing where you need to work on your play area. You're going to scan your play area, and it's going to remember it. Trust me. Even if you change the room, it's going to remember your play area. It's going to remember your play area on this room and the other room. This is the beauty about the Sony. It has this registry memory that know exactly, okay, so we remember this room here, the play room, because it's going to scan it and memorize it. If you go back to the other room, it's going to scan it and memorize it. That, hey, we've been here before. So it's such a this is a convenience of PlayStation VR 2, man. So let's move on. So now the next step is you setting up your PlayStation VR playroom. This is you adjusting your headband, front and the back, putting it on your head, obviously. See the guy's wearing a glasses. There's your answer. You see the guy's wearing a glasses, no issues. And they even said, for those of you who have glasses, subscription glasses from your doctor, this is not going to be an issue, so don't worry about it, all right? You guys are all set, okay? No worries. And this is your adjustment to tighten it up so it's not loose. Right there. And you can push it in, so that way there is no any light coming in. And this is your earbuds. And this is you adjusting the left and right space of your lenses on your left and right eye, so you can adjust the spacing between left and right lens. And this will also give you a much better focus and sharper image, clearer image, or as I like to call it, a clear vision. That'll give you clear vision. As you see right here, he's adjusting it left and right, left and right. This is something you can dial in for yourself, and you can find that what you call it, a sweet spot, if you will. Everyone will have a different sweet spot because everyone's eyes are different. Everyone has different head sides. Some people have Sasquatch's heads like mine, so the space between left and right eye might be a little bit wider. So everyone's different, okay? So Sonny knows this. Everybody knows this. It is what it is. You might be a Sasquatch, like me. Here we go. See, he's adjusting it, making it left and right, adjusting it. So now you need to adjust your PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers, and you're going to go ahead and use your Sense controllers to scan your area, your play area. It's similar to the Oculus Rift S. Very similar to the Oculus Rift S. If you guys ever had Oculus Rift, and even the guy says kind of similar to the Oculus Rift S, it's just the quality here is much better. Quality here is much better. But the controllers, I heard everyone saying, are very similar to the Oculus Rift S controllers. Hey, and that's a positive. That the feel and the design of controllers feels like a Rift S. And Rift S controllers are the most comfortable, in my opinion, controllers for the VR. I've been using Rift S controllers for a long time, so this is great news. The only difference is, obviously, the VR2 Sense controllers are far more cutting edge and advanced with a touch sense and adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. So this is a cutting edge technology that's built inside. All right. But the design is kind of similar to Oculus Rift. If you ever use the Oculus Rift touch controllers. All right, so he's going to go ahead and use his controllers, and he's going to adjust the spacing on his room. Now, there's the eye tracking. This is something you also have to set up, is your eye tracking, because you know that besides 4 different cameras, there's also 2 lower cameras for your eye tracking. They're built inside. And those eye tracking cameras are going to be very useful for games like Switchback, The Call of the Mountain, many other games. Trust me, the stuff they're going to be able to do with the eye tracking is going to be very fascinating for especially Capcom, for Resident Evil, especially for Ace Combat, especially for Gran Turismo, and so many other games that we're going to see in the future coming up. This will be a very important part. So now you're adjusting your eye tracking. So eye tracking is like a Tobii eye tracker, which I have. I use Tobii eye tracker, and it was truly something that worked well for Flight Simulator. I was able to use the Tobii eye tracker, and I was able to look at the instruments and check my altitude and check my other system dials that I needed to dial. So this eye tracking, it's very important. It will be very important for simulators in the future and many other games. So now you're adjusting your eye tracking here. And now once you finish that, the next step is scanning your room, which is your play area. So now you are essentially doing play area scan. And that's it. It's very, very simple, guys. That's it. It's a very simple. Once you finish the eye tracking, then you go ahead and scan your play area. And once you scan your play area, you essentially just create your playroom. And that's it. Very simple stuff. So I am very happy about this because simplicity of PlayStation VR 2 setup, it's what's going to really attract a lot of people, especially a lot of people who own PlayStation 5. If you have a PlayStation 5, this is a no-brainer. You got to have this. You owe it to yourself to have this. It's easy to use, simple to set up, cutting-edge technology built inside. I mean, convenience at its best. When you look at the PlayStation VR 1, that was inconvenient, actually, because you had so many wires, so many things you have to plug in, way too many things. I even had to buy a USB extender, a USB hub, dude. I even had to buy a USB hub I'm still using my USB hub on my PlayStation VR1 just to connect everything, dude, from the Move controllers to the camera to the aim controller, Dual Shock 4 controller. I mean, it's ridiculous. Too many wires, and that was one of the biggest issues that a lot of people had with PlayStation VR1. This is easy peasy, easy to set up, easy to plug and play, use it here, use it there, very convenient, and I mean, what's not to like, honestly? Now all we have to do now is just wait for all these cool games to come out and enjoy the PlayStation VR 2. I hope you guys get yours pretty soon. I hope you get it maybe this weekend, today, tomorrow, maybe Monday, and enjoy it. I'm pretty sure you will be blown away. I'm pretty sure I will be blown away when this thing comes out. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Make sure to check out my live streams. Come join me on the live streams, and we'll talk more about this. Thank you. We can continue our conversation there. Cheers. Thank you for watching.